Hello, growers. Want to boost your sales, reach new customers, and streamline your sales process, all from your home office? Ready Farmer 1, my book, is your ultimate guide to making it happen. Imagine increasing your farm's revenue without ever spending a Saturday at the farmer's market. The book will show you how to create, design, and market an online farm store. Learn from real farmers sharing real stories about how they move their stores online, freeing up their weekends and increasing their sales. Get my book, Ready Farmer 1, on Amazon and transform your farm business today.
That's maybe a nice segue into something else here. And you mentioned that you didn't create your referral program soon enough. And by referrals, you're really working on that word of mouth marketing. How does that tie in? Like, if you're trying to build that trust in the beginning, maybe the question is, how early can you start a referral program? Can you start it before you have that trustworthiness built up?
Yes, I think so. I think you have to be at a point where you're already creating your product. I'm sure that there are sneaky ways of building trust before you create a product that a lot of people are pretty good at doing, but that's putting the cart before the horse kind of a situation. I would say have the product first, especially because it's a food product and not just like a whatever item. And then actually sharing it with people and getting them to send you their feedback and giving them incentives to send their feedback. But being careful not to tread on the line of I paid for this kind of a situation. You definitely want that feedback to be given freely and honestly, and don't be shy to share a review that maybe has something that is not like only 100% the most amazing review, because those ones are actually the ones that usually build trust better with a lot of customers. Maybe they would say something like, I like the broccoli. It did this for me. Da. I don't like the Basco blend because it's got some spice in it. I think there's a level of honesty in that kind of a review that people are looking for. They might go, oh, I like spice, so I am going to try the Basco blend. A situation, but don't just always pick reviews to show to people that are like these beautiful reviews. Try and pick something that does have that sort of little touch of reality in there, because I think that builds more trust as well. And then just as far as the referral program goes, just putting it everywhere. Put it on your business cards, put it on the website, put it like wherever you want it to go. I should have actually started a different referral process for the direct to consumers to begin with. I think that would have worked out better. But we definitely have one for the chefs as well that gives them a nice credit on file that it's there. And once somebody already had that level of trust with you, and they've already built a level of trust with their friends and family and colleagues, then when they share your business information with that other person, the chances of that new individual trusting you naturally are just like exponentially higher. You don't have to go through this whole process of having all these different touch points where you share things online, send them some things in person, try and call them. It's just so much more work to try and get a new customer that you then have to build a level of trust with them. Even now, we'll do like phone calls. People will say, yeah, let's get them samples. The sample thing definitely builds trust to begin with, like chefs and things like that, because then they can actually see your product in person. So it's not just the pretty pictures. They're like, okay, what does it look like when it actually gets delivered? Does it have the shelf life that they claim that it has? I'm just going to put it in the fridge, let it sit there and see what happens. And once they actually get to taste it and touch it and feel it and put it in the fridge and see what happens, then they already have another level of trust. Even if they're not ready to buy yet, they already have an experience with you. That's another good experience. And then after that, it's like, how consistent can you be? I think consistency is something that a lot of people struggle with because they're unclear as to what their goal is. They're unclear as to what is required in order to reach that goal. So they start things and then stop, and then start things and then stop. They say, yeah, we can fulfill your order. And then they just ghost someone because they're just like, wait a minute, actually, I don't want to do that. And instead of saying, you know what, I thought it was going to work out for us, but it's actually not going to work out for us. And maybe let me see if I can find you another supplier that would work for you. They just stop answering the phone. So definitely don't do things like that. If you can't do it right now, there are other people who can do it. And if you refer someone, there's a much better chance that they're going to come back to you later too. So keep that in mind. I think just generally like trust building is something that should come naturally to us. It's like just manners, like basic manners. But I don't know if there's a lack of learning about manners these days or what the case is. Maybe it's too much social media and we don't know how to interact with people anymore. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, there's a level of professionalism there as well, because chances are you might want to approach that chef or that grocer in the future. And if they've already got this impression of you of being unreliable, rebuilding that relationship's very difficult. Once you've damaged something like that, it's very hard to get back. And it can seem like it's a negative thing to say, I can't do this, I'm going to refer you to someone else. But I think that's better than just like ghosting somebody and never replying, because then you're just building a reputation as being unreliable.
Exactly. Yeah. So definitely being consistent with your deliveries. And if you are not able to deliver for whatever reason, you need to have a system in place to be able to communicate that quickly and concisely with whoever it is that you're delivering to.
Hey there. Want to spend less time pulling weeds? Check out Soil Shield by Modern Grower. It's the pre-cut landscape fabric solution to help you drastically reduce weed pressure. Just roll it out, staple it down, and plant. Then let it do the work for you. Say goodbye to endless weeding and hello to more free time. Plus, it's high quality, durable, and will last for years, saving you time and money in the long run. It's available in a variety of row and hole spacings to accommodate all the crops that vegetable farmers grow. Learn more about Soil Shield landscape fabric at shop.moderngrower.co or using the link below.